Hello and welcome to Froch on Fighting. I'm Carl Cobra Froch. Don't forget to hit subscribe whilst I've got you. Like the video, hit the notification bell. Apparently that's very important. And share the video with people that you might think would like it. Tell you what, it's very hot here. Maybe liking the shades. And I know you're liking the shirt. I'm not going to tell you where it's from because I know you're going to work that out and send it down in the comments below with ever so slight bit of abuse. I don't mind it. I can take it on the chin. It's made of granite, as you know. But yeah. Get ready for another episode of this fantastically growing channel. Enjoy. Right, what you got for me, Rach?
Frank Warren's been talking about you again. I'm bored already.
Right, listen, brick top. I did say I'm not going to talk about you anymore. And I'm a man of my word, so I'm not going to talk about you anymore.
I'm bored.
You've been waffling, right? Waffling on Simon Jordan's podcast, Up Front with Simon Jordan. What a great podcast that is. I've been on that one. It was a big hit, apparently. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about you anymore. You're boring me to death, like most people are being bored of your nonsense, and your tripe, and your jive talk. Right, so what can I say? All I can do is, I can just offer you, this is an official invite to my channel, Froch on Fighting. Let's get you on. Let's sit across the table like men and have a good chat. Back and forth. There'll be no pulling and pushing. There'll be no handshakes. Just a conversation between us two. I haven't got any beef with you. I admire you. I respect you. You've done a fantastic job for many years, and I can't even get the energy to say much more about it. But if you want to come on my channel and set the record straight, we'll have a little chat about what happened nearly 20 years ago. And all I will say is you had an opportunity to promote a future Hall of Famer, and for whatever reason, you didn't end up promoting me. So it obviously bothers you because you never got a chance to promote me. All the other stuff you've said is nonsense, as far as I'm concerned. In my opinion, you're talking absolute nonsense. So there's nothing more really left to say.
Come on then.
There you go, Rach.
Invite him on. Come on.
Go on, listen to the woman. Go on, Rach. Tell him.
Get him on.
If you want to, come on the channel. We'll sort it out in 30 seconds and then we'll have a proper chat about something else. We'll have a chat about real boxing if you want, but other than that, yeah, not interested in Frank Warren at all, aka Brick Top. I know that really pisses him off. But what's he going to do about it? Nothing.
Come on the channel. There you go. So now, Carl, we're going to talk about Usyk Dubois.
Usyk Dubois. Oleksandr Usyk, Daniel Dubois coming up this weekend. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be watching it. And Daniel Dubois is a big punching heavyweight. He's only lost once to Joe Joyce. He got his eye socket fractured, I believe, with a jab. He kept walking to the jab. Joe Joyce, the juggernaut, is quite a fearsome, strong, fit, come-forward fighter, for those of you who don't know. And he'll keep coming and keep coming. It's very fitting to his name, the juggernaut. And Daniel Dubois had a bit of a nightmare with him. Never really got going in that fight. And it's not a bad loss for him. Out of his 19 wins, he's knocked out 18 of them. So he punches very hard. He's a big knockout man. So he's obviously got a chance. But Oleksandr Usyk, the unified champion, we know all about him. He beat Derek Chisora. He had back-to-back wins with Anthony Joshua, took all his titles, and he also flattened Tony Bellew, but that was at cruiserweight. So we know about him, we know how good he is, and actually this is a fight that I'm actually looking forward to. I think it's exciting. Me personally, I don't think it's a mismatch, and a lot of people are saying that. I can see why on paper, because Oleksandr Usyk has reigned supreme. He's unbeaten, Olympic gold medalist, unified cruiserweight champ, and he stepped up to heavyweight, and now he's got all the titles with them 2 wins against Anthony Joshua. But that doesn't mean that he hasn't got a chance, Daniel Dubois. It means he's got a puncher's chance, and that doesn't just mean if he's lucky with a punch and he lands. He can punch hard, and if he connects with that right hand, which he could do at any stage through this fight, 12-round fight, a world title fight, he's going to be coming, he's going to be fit and strong. He realises him with a good fighter in Usyk, and he's definitely, for me, got a chance. But if you put both their names into a computer and the computer generated a winner, I think 99 times out of 100, maybe even 100 times out of 100, you're going to have Usyk winning that fight because he doesn't know how to lose. Oleksandr Usyk is just an unbelievable talent, and he's almost unbeatable. Everyone's beatable, but he's almost unbeatable until the point he gets beat. We thought that about Lomachenko, and we thought that about lots of fighters over the years. Then they get beat, and you think, oh, right, okay, he does bleed. I mean, when Bivol beat Canelo, it was like, oh, Canelo's lost. And what's gone off there, but you know, he's still reigning supreme. He's still a top fighter. But yeah, so I still say, for me, if I'm picking a winner, I still say that you've got to pick Oleksandr Usyk. He's such a great fighter, such a top fighter. He's so skillful, and he's growing into the weight division. He's not a natural heavyweight, but we've got to say he's a heavyweight now because he's a unified heavyweight champion. So he is a heavyweight, but he was such a good supreme cruiserweight. I'll always have him down as a guy who come up from cruiserweight and now he's dominating at heavyweight. Obviously, he's not met Tyson Fury yet, but Evander Holyfield was a cruiserweight. He had a bit of time out, came back as a heavyweight, and had an unbelievable career at heavyweight. So it's kind of similar to that. And you have to say that Holyfield was a heavyweight champ when he stepped up. So Usyk's the heavyweight champ. He's fighting Dubois. He will probably win this fight on points over 12 rounds. Maybe even get a late stoppage if Dubois is trying but doesn't get much success. He might tire himself out. But I've got no real agenda on this one. I think Usyk's a great guy. If he wins, well done, fair play to him. But if Daniel Dubois can pull off what a lot of people are saying is the impossible, then I'll be behind him and I'll be giving him lots of credit.
So, what are your thoughts on the press conference between KSI and Tommy Fury?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was pantomime. I think that boxing doesn't need this. But like I said last week, is this where boxing's going? Is this what the TV channels, is this what the networks want? They want like the crossover fighting. It's working. I mean, fair play to Tommy Fury. He's got himself in the mix here with the YouTubers. He beat Jake Paul, made a fortune. I don't know what he made, but I know he made 7 figures. So that's a fortune for that level. I mean, that's not even British title level. He's making mega money. So fair play to him for that. If it's there for him and he can capitalise on what he's done in Love Island, he's a good-looking kid. He's Tyson Fury's younger half-brother, whatever. Get in there with KSI. I just hope he beats KSI. The press conference, for me, it was funny. It was comical. It was like almost watching a pantomime. And I think a lot of people are saying that.
WWE?
Like, a bit like the wrestling, yeah, a bit like the WWE. I mean, it was just overhyped and it was ridiculous. Was it Callis Allen sat there in the middle, licking his lips? I mean, you've got Tommy Fury having a go. You've got his dad, John Fury, going fucking ape. he ended up shoving the table. A lot of it, I wonder how much is preempted and how much is actually instinctive. But I know John Fury can be a bit of a live wire. In the end, I mean, before the table went, you've got Logan Paul enticing or giving stick to the guy he's fighting. I don't even know who he's fighting. Then he pulled a cake out, which was quite funny. There's a guy flattened on the floor. The only thing it was missing was the George Groves leg at Wembley when his leg was done. He had a camel toe instead of a bulge. Instead of a male bulge, he had a female bulge. I thought that was a nice touch. I thought it was quite funny. And then John Fury was going mental and piping up against was it one of the Paul brothers? And then the table went. It just all kicked off and there was pushing and pulling and the security guards were in there. The tables literally went off. If you're not seeing it.
Callie in the middle.
Yeah, look, yeah, Callie was in the middle of it. Callie was in the middle having some sort of fucking attack. I don't know what attack he had when this all happens, but he goes all funny. But yeah, it does make me laugh. I like Callie, but he does lose the pot a little bit now and then. Go on, what he's going to say.
So what you think then? So KSI, Tommy Fury.
So yeah, the press conference was like one big joke shot pantomime, but it was quite funny and comical and it served its purpose. What do I think? I just hope that, I mean, KSI, he can have a go. He can fight a little bit like Jake Paul. He can throw punches and stand up straight and balance. They're white collar type fighters, aren't they? I just think that Tommy Fury will beat up KSI and beat him quite convincingly on points, unless he catches him and irons him out. Listen, if he doesn't, I don't care. I'm not bothered. It's at the level now where I'm not bothered. I'd like Tommy Fury to win. I don't think it's great for boxing if Tommy Fury loses, but to be honest, if Tommy Fury lost to KSI or if he would have lost to Jake Paul, is a novice pro Tommy Fury. So it's not so bad if he gets beat, if he's earning mega money. So yeah, listen, it's all a load of shit. I'm biting my tongue. It's all rubbish.
You know who I'd like to see fight?
It's entertaining. Who'd you like to see fight?
John?
I'd like to see John Fury fight.
Come on!
I think he's had a few fights in his time. I think he's finished fighting now because he don't want to get banged up, does he? So that's it for another week of Froch on fighting. Rachel, you coming to say goodbye or not?
No, not this week. I haven't got much on this week. So.
That's even better. I'm enjoying the fun.
Stop.
Right, anyway. Next week, I'll be ringside for Chris Eubank and Smith.
Yep.
Smith Eubank, should I say, the rematch. I'll give my prediction before then, but I'll be there ringside giving my immediate reaction to the fight. So don't forget to hit that notification bell after you subscribe, because then you'll get it instantly. If you're not watching the fight, you'll see it on there and you'll be able to see the Cobra's response. What a treat that'll be. All right, please. So until next week, this has been Froch on Fighting. Adios.